Right into it, girls. This is eye primer on the lid and underneath the lash line. 118R Rainbow Palette from Inglot, all over the lid right up to the brow. And then the lighter shade from the 102R to pat that all over the lid. Using the darker brown from the 102R, starting to define the outer V there. Really light little strokes. Doing the same thing to the inner corner. You can see the dimension already building up just from that one pan using the lighter and the darker shade. I love these pans from Inglot. Just blending that out. We don't want much going on in the crease here. We really want the emphasis on the outer and inner corners of the eye. Going back in with a darker matte brown with that same brush and just helping to further define the outer and inner corner. I just keep going back to that until I'm perfectly happy with it. A matte light highlight there to the center of the lid, just blending it out. Now using a light to mid matte brown just for a transition in the crease, but I'm really not wanting to add much there at all. A light shade to the brow bone, followed by a gold eyeliner pencil. I think this is one from Savvy here. Popping that right into the lower lashes, and then I do go right into the waterline with that as well. It's a nice complement to the sepia orangey tones. Now I'm going in with an angled liner brush just for some more intensity with a matte darker brown, just really trying to emphasize that outer V. You can use liner brushes for whatever you want. You don't have to stick to liner or brows. And then I'm using what's left on the brush again to just darken up the outer and inner lash line of the underneath side. Really defining that inner corner now. This is just so effective for a nice dramatic look when you concentrate on the inner corner. Going in with the brush that had more of the sepia orangey tones with what's left on it, just blending out the lower lash line and adding a little bit more of that shade to the upper crease. Blending it out with a clean brush and then going in with a slightly darker pencil just to the very outer waterline. Now I'm applying some mascara. This is the Dior Show. As far as I'm concerned, it's nothing to write home about. We will be applying some false lashes actually that I picked up from a cheap store on George Street in Sydney, just down from the Hilton. You'll see those in a moment. Just applying some more light matte highlighter with a fluffy brush right to the center of the lids. I just love the pop that that creates. Absolutely fantastic. Just blending out that outer corner with something slightly darker to further emphasize the inner and outer corner thing. And then applying some shimmer shadow, I think it is, to the center of the lower lash line. Using the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser treatment with the sponge. I think this is the brightener or the illuminator. Blending that out with a sponge. And then going in with the neutralizer from the same line from Maybelline. I think I got the neutralizer from America. It may not be available in Australia. It's more yellow toned. You can see it's a warmer tone there. And blending out with a brush. And I did apply too much of that product there on the upper cheekbone. You can see it, but I will attempt to blend it all out and use it as a contouring technique. You could just remove it and go back over with foundation, but I just decided to leave it for the day. Blending out with a sponge. I'm just perfecting what I want there on the eyes, and I'm setting the foundation and concealer now with a Maybelline Mineral Power powder, just pressing that in all over to help makeup stay on all day and not slide anywhere. Physicians Formula Powder Palette Multicolored Blush in Mocha, and just using a contour brush right into the under the cheekbones and up onto the temple, just to add some dimension to the face. And using some rose gold highlighter from Elizabeth Arden right onto the cheekbones and up to the outer brow. Using some blush from Sleek. This is the Life's a Peach blush. Absolutely stunning blush, one of my favorites, love it. Using a Lancome brush to apply it in short sort of stippling motions just to build it up. I find that this actually lasts all day and it's just a beautiful shade. It complements so many looks, and you can apply it lightly. You can really build it up to something really quite intense. I love that blush a lot. It's not enough for me there. I'm not stopping there. I'm using a liquid highlighter from Illamasqua. I think this one's called Halcyon. And I'm just tapping that right into the very center of the lids and also the inner corner. Now I'm using a Master Shape Brow Pencil from Maybelline, one of my least favourite products from 2012. It's just a big old waxy mess. You can see when I'm applying short little strokes, it just starts waxing up immediately, and then you've got nowhere to go. You can try and brush it out with the spoolie brush, but it's a big old mess. I just don't like the texture, I don't like the finish, the look of it, anything about that really. I like the fact that it's got a spoolie on the end, but it's no help with such a crap product on the other pencil side. I think there are fans of this product out there, but I'm not one of them. One of my favourite products of 2012 is from Prestige. This is the My Brow Duo pencil. Love it, using the matte skin coloured end to define the brow bone under and above the brow. False lashes there from that shop in Sydney on George Street, just down from the Hilton, and using a liquid liner just to finish off the lash line with the falsies on. Using a lip glaze from Stila in Marmalade just to finish off the look. Want to keep those lips simple. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Pixiwoo. Love you, Sam Chapman. Have a beautiful day, girls. We'll see you again really soon. Bye.